guys? How you doing?
Good.
Happy early holidays here, everybody.
Coach,
Yep.
take us through what you saw from Chris when he went in the game fresh, and then what you've seen from the last couple of days getting ready for.
Yeah, we had one of the very first plays we had a little jet motion where we were going to try to time it up and snap it on time, and the timing was off a little bit. And what he did is he stopped them. He stopped the motion, let him get set, got the back in the right spot, and made a simple play. And I think that just speaks to his calm of where he was at in that moment early on in the game. I was proud of him for that. It's not easy. We were just talking about it earlier. Even just the simplicity of a cadence that you just don't have with those guys. So I thought he handled the early part of it well. We had a few RPOs in there, and he made good decisions. And then he does some things with his legs. But I was proud of him. I thought he kept his calm the whole time. That's not an easy moment in that situation. And I just think back to the first day that he was with us, what he came from and what he's worked so hard for behind the scenes with Pat and these guys, Coach Girardi. So, here he is presented with this opportunity, and I know he's ready for it.
Matt, along those lines, you've seen a lot of third-string quarterbacks. What separates him from all those other ones?
Well, I like where he's at mentally, understanding this playbook now. He's into his third full year with us, and he understands the language. It is different being able to it's different being able to understand it. It's harder when you got to go to the line of scrimmage with guys chasing you. You got calls you got to make. Like, it's one thing when you're watching tape with a remote and you're looking at the television and you can make your ID calls and your protection calls and stuff like that. When you get out there and you're not looking bird's eye view, it's loud. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. I thought that part he's done really well in practice, and I thought in the game last week there was a few things here or there, but we'll have a tall task on Christmas night, but I know that the guys have really put in some good time, and I think he's ready for it.
Matt, you and Chris both mentioned Cadence.
Yeah.
You guys had a few false starts early on in the game last week. But does that take some time to get used to a different voice?
It does. That part of it is real, and then you also have the the silent versus verbal. Yeah. So we were in a transition in the game there where we were going to go from silent, we went to verbal, and there was a little communication of knowing what we were on there. So I think that's the biggest part is understanding, okay, we're going to transition into verbal. Now that's different than silent. So silent is more about timing. You have your center doing the stuff he does when he snaps it, and then verbal is more about your voice inflection and just understanding that. So again, I go back to Patrick. We take a lot for granted. That seems as simple as possible, but like, he's a magician at that stuff, and even our tempo in practice with him, just because he's been doing it so long, is a little slower right now in practice.
Matt, there's been some reports that you hadn't signed a contract extension past this season. Just wanted your thoughts on that, or if that is true.
Yeah, I'm again, out of respect, I know it's a fair question, but for me, I honestly want to just focus right now on that. I know that stuff will all take care of itself down the road. I have so much respect for our organization here from top down, and we're at that point in time right now, especially not being in the playoffs, where stuff like that starts to come out, and I really am focused with these guys and want to help these guys out, and then all that stuff will take care of itself at the end here.
We don't know this for sure, but it could be Travis Kelce's last home game. I guess when you hear that, what does that mean to you?
Well, I go back to 2013 when he first got here, and I just think back, and it's funny, like, you go through some of this tape as you're looking at some of these clips, and you see clips from 14, 15, 16, him running routes and some things that were, a concept here or there, or it's not, it's just a route here or there. And what Travis has done to this organization, to his teammates, to his coaches, to this city, it's special, and you hate to even hear that. And, I hope, like hell, that that's not true. I just have so much respect. I've been fortunate enough, selfishly, to be with him for many years, and I've learned a lot from him. I will also say this, and I think it's fair for everybody to understand, with Travis, to understand what he's going through, even in these last couple games. We're out of the playoffs. Mathematically, we're out, and he's out here every day at practice, leading, helping people out, fighting his ass off on game day. Has a great spirit with him on the sideline. And I think that should go to show a lot of guys on this team, these younger guys, why he's playing this game and why he's so special. And I know personally, I don't ever want to take that for granted. I know how much we love him as a city and as coaches, and I hope that's not true. I'd love to see him play more.
You know, we know he's not playing at the level he maybe was once back in the day, but his level of play still.
Oh yeah. No, he's doing great, and there's some things. There's going to be some routes that he ran really, really well as a third, fourth year into the league. But what he uses now is his savvy with his mental. These guys see what he does, and he's able to set guys up, and he's having a great year right now. And I think that's what's so special, and his leadership skills, the way he leads these guys, is second to none. And yeah, it's been a tough year. It hurts to be where we're at right now. We understand the frustration. It's difficult. It's not fun. But when you go through these times, I think in the end, one of the things that I'll think back on Trav and these other vets is how they're handling this moment right now, which is not fun or easy. They're handling it like true pros, and I'll always remember that.
Do you envision some benefit from trying to get Jalen involved in the last couple of games just before he goes into the offseason?
Yeah, I don't think it hurts at all. I think it would be good for him to get some reps and get out there and see what he can do. He had a great preseason for us. It's been, like I said before, a little bit of a redshirt year for him, but he has a lot of talent, and he saw it on tape in school, and then he put it in preseason. Unfortunately, had a little bit of that injury he had to fix at the front end. But I think now's a good time to be able to try to get him some reps, and we're trying to do that. And it's never easy, but for sure it's something that we want to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, take care. Happy holidays.